This is what I'm talking about.
But holy heck, that was like the biggest clap of thunder / strike of lightning.
This is our fastest run. I'm gonna go and get a sailing lesson because we've got this asymmetrical spinnaker, which is brand new. I can't fly the bloody thing. We have just pulled up anchor from Goldsmith Island. We're heading for Keswick and Island, in between the channel. Quite favourable conditions, I think. We might be beating into it a little bit. I don't have a chart, so I don't actually know what direction we're heading from the wind. Just a guess on the chart plotter, but the girls are gonna have a sleep. About 4 hours till we get there and check out some more turtles. There's so many turtles all on the beaches hatching. I mean, laying eggs. And we got smoked yesterday here with a lure. Lost the whole lure. Just took off like a freight train. It always seems like the last leg that takes the longest. We got 2 knots of current coming towards us, but we're going downwind. Oh, beam on. And whew, if it wasn't slow enough already, we are doing 5 knots. 4.5. But 6 through the water. 7. Do the math. Yeah, anyway. It's good. I've turned the motor off and we're just sailing now. Around this corner, the second bay on the left. Pull up for the night. This behind me is Keswick Island. We thought we would anchor here, but it's a bit wind wrapping around, bit of swell, so we're gonna go in the channel in between Keswick and Island. There's another boat around here, but pretty cool looking island, and there's houses on here as well. I was trying to focus the camera and I went like that instead of on the screen. Well, here we are sailing. Where'd we get to? We left Percy's at 3 in the morning. It was an average sail, there was no wind. We motored all the way? Nearly all the way for 8 hours. Just worried about burning oil and diesel and... Anyway, we got to Port Clinton in the northern anchorage. Big, beautiful beach. Picturesque, but crocs sleep on the beach. So we didn't go swimming. But there's no roll. And now we are heading nearly south to Keppel's. Downwind, wing on wing. Boat's sort of rolling a tiny bit as you can see, but very pleasant. Doing about 6.5 knots. There's my crew this morning. Everyone slept good.
So good. This one always gets a bit cranky when we're busy and ignoring her.
Bit of a tanny, but that's okay, she's learning.
And the funny thing is, she hates these things. Every time I give her one, she spits them out. But today, just because I was eating one,
she had to have one. Now, I've really been struggling trying to sail downwind. So what I said to Janelle is, I'm going to go and get a sailing lesson. Because we've got this asymmetrical spinnaker, which is brand new. I can't fly the bloody thing. Like, it collapses and it's rubbish. But it should be able to sail. I've YouTubed it, I can't work it out. So if anyone's got any tips, send them through. So my downwind sail setup now is full Genoa, out on the spinnaker pole. We've got a spinnaker pole that goes up the mast, like a track on the mast. Having that pole on the mast makes it so easy and simple to put it out. Genoa just holds the sheets for me and I drop it down, wind it out and we're done. So I've got Genoa on the pole, the mains, I've got 2 reefs in it. I could probably open it up, which I might actually. And it's just out with a preventer, save us doing an accidental jibe and breaking stuff. But otherwise, yeah, we're sitting on 6.5 knots. It's not, if we get a set come through of waves, it rolls a bit, but the autopilot, beep, just holds us good. Anyway, I'll go and pull the reef out of it, see if we can get an extra 1/2 knot. This is what I'm talking about. I put all the flag up of the mainsail and still wing on wing. We get about 22 knots, but sitting about 18, and we're just averaging 8 knots. Can't believe it. I've seen 10.2 down the waves and it's still just so calm, you know, controlled I'll call it. Yeah, pretty enjoyable. We've got 25 miles to go. This is our fastest run. Can't believe how quick it's all going. And we slept in this morning. So today's just flown by. Get to the Keppels and relax for a week.
So I think we're about to get hit with our first storm of the season. We had like some pretty heavy rain last night, which was good to wash the boat down, but we haven't really had any storms yet, and especially none with lightning, so we're a bit nervous about that because we're not entirely sure what you do to kind of help reduce your chances of getting struck by lightning, or if you do get struck by lightning, how to have the least amount of damage. So yeah, leave a comment below. I mean, we probably really should know this, but leave a comment below. Let us know what you do to prepare for storms. So we're just bringing everything in from the cockpit. We've taken the fishing rods down. We've just cleared everything so there's nothing that around because everything got soaking wet last night because we didn't bring it in. But anyway, thankfully it dried pretty quick because it's so humid. And then we're just going to turn off all the electronics. We have heard about disconnecting them, but we're not really sure how you properly disconnect them. So for now, we're just going to turn them off. So according to the bomb radar, excuse me, I'm trying to film. According to the radar, there's a massive storm hitting around Gladstone, so that's just to the south of us, and then a big storm that's kind of coming through from the north, and it looks like right where we are, the two storms are kind of just meeting, so we're just on the edge of both of them. So not sure. It definitely doesn't look like we're going to cop the brunt of it, which is that big dark cloud to the south that you can see, and it doesn't look as bad, the northern one, so I guess we'll just wait and see. Might just all fizzle out and be nothing, but anyway, we'll be prepared. We are in the middle of this storm. It's bucketing down. There's thunder and lightning all around us. It went from being like a lake, so calm, the water, to now we're just going up and down these waves. So once again, I don't feel very well. And I think like, because it's just so hot in this cabin, that's really not helping the situation. But anyway, we're just sitting on the floor, just trying to stay away from anything metal. And just trying to keep a watch that we're not dragging or that any other boats aren't dragging. So we've turned off all our electronics, meaning that our navigation's not on, so any of our anchor alarms won't go off. I have put He's giving me a hard time with how I'm talking. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have no anchor alarm on our navigation. Oh, he's putting me out for how I'm talking. But anyway, it's been a long day, a long hot day, so sorry if I sound a bit monotone. So I have downloaded a app on my phone, which I know isn't always as accurate, but an anchor alarm on my phone. But speaking of which, I put my phone in the oven because I quickly googled whether we should be holding our phone, and it said no, because it can increase the risk of being struck by lightning. Now, I don't know if we're just going overboard on this whole situation, so really, give us some tips. Let us know, what should we be doing when there is thunder and lightning all around us in the ocean? Are we safe? Are we not safe? What should we be doing? Oh my goodness, I thought I was recording and I wasn't, but holy heck, that was like the biggest clap of thunder / strike of lightning. I started to go on about trying to tell you that our cabin isn't normally this messy. Yes, I know, I'm a little bit OCD on the state of this yacht, but as I was going to tell you that we're not normally that messy, that we had just thrown everything up from the cockpit down here. The biggest bit of lightning just struck. I don't know, it literally didn't hit us, but it must have hit very, very close. That was insane. I wish I had got it on camera for you. Holy dooly, this storm is insane. So anyway, the storm has passed. Yeah, it definitely went on a lot longer than what we thought. There was lots of lightning, thunder, heaps of rain, which was good. Yeah, so it's all gone. We're just left with this pretty uncomfortable roll. We were hoping that maybe once the storm had gone, it would like glass off a little bit. A couple of boats are going. This guy looks like he's about to pull up anchor. There was a cat in front of us. They've already left. So they might be heading around the western side of Great Keppel Island, ready for these southwesters to kick in. The wind's still north at the moment, so I don't know what we're going to do, whether we just ride it out till the morning or whether we get jack of it and move. What to do.
The southeasterly winds had well and truly set in, so we made our way around to the northern bay of the island in hope to find calmer anchorage. Well, what we had hoped for was anything but. With a large easterly swell wrapping around, we rocked and rolled all day and night. With a small break in the winds, we headed into Yeppoon Marina for a week.
Make sure you join us next week, as all I can say is wow. What we experience in these next 8 days is the exact reason we chose this life. If you want to come aboard, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the boat.